Previously, on Talk That Talk.
We all know at HBCUs, we share a few things in common. Financial aid, right? The cafeteria.
I agree.
And then like a dorm room fiasco.
Hold on. No, man. You didn't gas now. That cafeteria at Norfolk State, complete garbage. Complete garbage.
Oh, wait, pause, bro.
The cafeteria at Morgan State is the best cafeteria in the history of cafeterias.
But listen, bro. Me and you have this discussion all the time. One, I don't disagree with you about Morgan State's caf. But if you talk to Morgan people who came to Norfolk, they be like, man, our caf trash.
The same way. It's like you talk about like you look at the girls in your yard, you gonna think, oh man, I done seen these same girls every day. But you go to Norfolk, y'all like, damn, y'all got all the girls. When it's really y'all saying the same thing about Morgan girls. So it's like, you get tired of the same old.
Yeah, exactly. We used to say that about Hampton girl. Hampton got
yeah.
Anyway, when Dr. Sanford told us we was getting that Morgan calf after that rehearsal, well, you would have thought we was going to Roof's Chris, man. Let's go.
Nah, the way y'all did our band, they shouldn't have gave y'all nothing, man.
but the bottom line is like we share that sense of camaraderie, but we also tear each other down in the same breath. And I feel like if we could stop doing that and just say, hey, I appreciate this band for them doing them, I think that's the push in the right direction. And then lastly, support all HBCUs. I think you said, Eddie, when you first got on here, why the march is not pushed the way it is. Like this is a national syndicated, well, not syndicated at this point, but a national show that's being pushed, that it doesn't have a negative narrative. And what's kind of negative, they're resolving. So like, but we're not pushing that though. I mean,
it's the brand. I mean, like I said, man, PV is a great band, but had it been another band, insert favorite band here, it would be a different story. That's all I'm saying, man.
Most definitely, bro.
But as far as the cultures, man, I think that if you look at it from the standpoint of Showtime at the Apollo, perfect example. Okay, that is probably the most difficult stage to perform on as a black act. I mean, if y'all, everybody knows what the Showtime at the Apollo was, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you go there with the expectation of being booed, most likely. That's some negativity for your ass. Like go there expecting to get booed. You know what I'm saying? But I think with that knowledge, you got to come correct. And I think that you mentioned some of the other DCI bands or not friendlier bands, but bands outside of our culture. They don't have that same edge that we have, man. They sound great, but it's just we just a different animal, man. I do agree that we should know how to turn that off. But it's hard. I mean, it's just the competitive spirit is just there, and it's something I think it's ingrained in us. And you mentioned the word PTSD. It could go back that far. I agree with you. It could be based on of us just dealing with some stuff we got to deal with as a people, man. But yeah.
But Eddie, how do you hate somebody you don't even know? That's the thing that bothers me, bro. Like these bands haven't interacted with each other. I think it's a little easier now with social media because back, like, I took 2 L's in college. That was it. The first time we played Texas Southern in California in 2000, and that was just because, it was different. They had a better book than we was playing the same stuff Norfolk play every year. And A&T in 2000. And then we went back in 01 and put Foots. But in 2000...
I'm just typing it in my YouTube so I can go back and watch it later.
Right. Bro. But like those groups, man, like and they even said 99 probably. And let me know, but at the end of the day,
yeah, I agree. 99 TSU, y'all got that L too.
Yeah, I wasn't in the band in 99, but but my thing is, at no point did I hate anybody from A&T or TSU. I said, you know what? That's motivation for us to get back in this damn band room and do what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? Or FAMU 98, I was at that game. That was a complete slaughter. So when Norfolk went down to FAM in 03, I wasn't in the band no more. But Norfolk went down there with an agenda. They handed us all parts of our ass in 98. We got a job to do. And not one person in that band in 03 in the band in 98. But nobody there hated FAM until Norfolk got in a fight, with FAM. So I think at the end of the day, man, It starts with the leadership. I've said this on the show. Quan said it on the show. Imagine how effective it would be if all our favorite bands, Jackson, Southern, Norfolk State, FAMU, Bethune-Cookman, all those directors came together as one and said, we are in solidarity with one another and our expectation of musicianship is aligned.
Which
It
is
would be
crazy.
so effective in the community because it would instantly affect these high schools if all these bands play with characteristic sound or what their version of characteristic sound is, and they all agree. Then at that point, the high school is like, man, we can't do that because band A or B is not doing that anymore. I want to be like them. I want to go there. It would be so much more effective, man. Unity is important, y'all. But yeah, I'll shut up. Go ahead, Boo Boo Kid.
Yeah, man.
Slick back. Slick back.
With the wavies.
Yes, sir.
Y'all are silly. Well, I guess my take is a little bit different. To me, I think first and foremost, protecting the culture right now is having the willingness or the ability to reshape and redefine what that means. In the sense of, right now we're saying protecting the culture and the idea of how it has been and being able to quote unquote keep that alive, which in essence, we love it. It makes sense, but I don't think that that is conducive to the current environment. This culture, what we're seeing right now, is not that culture. That culture meaning the eras that we grew up in, the eras that came before us, and the eras in which we've shaped, grown to love, and kind of imagine the culture to be. And I think that right now, the biggest thing of protecting the culture is also protecting its vulnerability. And I think that vulnerability lies as musicians, as artists, as people of the art, as dancers, or however you want to break it down. Protecting the culture now means being able to transcend, being able to transition, to adapt, and be willing to push forth and figure out what the new narrative is. Because, I mean, if we're wanting to keep the culture alive, we have to be able to adapt to what's going on. And I think that's part of the problem. That's part of the break. That's part of the inability to be able to agree and disagree, is because half of us are saying, well, this is what y'all need to do. Back in my day, sir, uncle, old school, we're not back in your day. This is a brand new day. These kids are 1,000% different than we were, y'all were, and the people before us were. So right now, protecting the culture is redefining what the culture and what that statement means and what it looks like. And that has to be the focus.